So yes, we are in fact in the year of 2021, and I know a lot of you guys have got some leftover Christmas money that you so badly want to spend on some brand new gaming gear. So I've decided today to make a video giving you guys a guide essentially to the best keyboard and mouses that you can go out and purchase to optimize your game in Fortnite in 2021. Yo guys, what is going on? Bobblez here. Yes, that's right. Today I am in fact doing a little bit of a different video, and that is in the sense that I'm giving you a top list of the best bits of devices you can actually use to help improve your game when it comes to PC Fortnite. Giving you guys a full list of all the pros that use it, all that kind of stuff. Bit different from the normal videos, the normal news videos, and that's just because there's been literally no news in the past like 2 weeks since we've had Christmas and the New Year, but hopefully in the next couple of days we will be having more news. So today it's just a filler video until that. Nevertheless though, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this one, smash a like on the video, leave a comment down below what other video like this you'd like to see, and credit code Bobblez in the Fortnite item shop to help put you out that one step further. But anyway guys, let's get cracking. This video is going to be awesome. Straight into the lists. Now we'll start off with keyboards. I've got 5 different keyboards written down here with all the different specs and that kind of stuff of each of them. Now these are in no particular order because in my eyes the best keyboard is to the player. You have to use whatever one feels right for you and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's why this list isn't you should be using these items, it's more so just a list of recommendations for what I think is the best ones. So the first one we're starting off with is the most popular used by pros, and it is in fact the SteelSeries Apex Pro. Now this is a full-size mechanical keyboard with omni-put adjustable switches. The omni-put adjustable switches is what makes this so liked, and if you don't know what that is, I'll explain to you briefly what it basically means. Omni-put basically means the switches, so basically when you press the keys in, are completely adjustable, meaning that you can define how far you want to have to push each key in for then the actual response time of the key. So you can go as far to literally 0.4 millimeters of pressing the key in for it to actually register that you've pressed the key in, which is absolutely incredible and one of the fastest response times on keyboards out there. It's used by BenjyFishy, Bugha, Thomas HD, Canada, Mitro Aqua, Morgraal, Sath, and many more pros. So you guys can really get an idea that this is probably the best keyboard out there. It's also got a detachable wrist rest, which is really nice. It literally simply just clicks in with a magnet, meaning it's not going to get worn out or nothing like that with you, so connect it and disconnect it as you wish. So yeah, really good keyboard to start off with. We're going to move on though to another really good one because that one is around $200, so quite a steeply priced keyboard. If you want to go for a slightly less one, all of these next keyboards are going to be less money. So what have we got? Another full-size keyboard is in fact the HYPERX Alloy Elite. HYPERX is an incredibly good company, highly recommend. I actually have their mouse mats I'm not going to talk about in this video, but the one I have is in fact the XL. Highly recommend it. But getting back to the HYPERX Alloy Elite, it's got a mixture of keycaps, whatever ones you actually want to purchase you can choose from, which is awesome. They're Cherry MX, either red, blue or brown. The Cherry MXs are a lot more silent than non-Cherry MX switches, just in case you didn't know that. So honestly, this is a really good keyboard if you're kind of looking for a smart looking, you know, classic mechanical looking keyboard with slightly quieter keys in case you are going to be typing away late at night or something like that. Next up, what we have is the keyboard I actually own, and I absolutely love this keyboard. I've had it for about 5 years, and you know, touch wood, it's perfectly fine. So it's very reliable keyboard for a long duration of time. I've spilt Monster in it, and it's actually water resistant, and again, touch wood, the Monster done absolutely nothing to the keyboard, so again, really impressive. It is full size. It's also got 5 bonus macro buttons on the left hand side of the keyboard, meaning you can select certain things for those macros to do. Very cool feature. It's also got a version 1 and a version 2. The version 2 is more expensive and the newer version obviously, and basically the only noticeable difference is the actual connectable armrest, which many people don't actually recommend because it simply is too big apparently for Fortnite. So getting the version 1, the one I have, is actually probably the better choice. It's also got over millions of different colors, meaning you can fully customize the RGB in it, which I absolutely love. Most keyboards these days are RGB, but honestly RAZER do stand out for me. RAZER also has an app that you can download, RAZER Synapse, which you can fully customize all the lighting options, the different macro keys, all that kind of stuff in it. So honestly, amazing feature. The keyboard's one downside in my eyes is the fact that it only actually comes with one set of switches, which are indeed green switches. Now, green switches are very loud. Green and blue are the loudest ones out there. Blue slightly more louder than the greens, what I found anyway. However, they are incredibly comfortable. Arguably, for Fortnite, they're quite heavy, and if you're typing for a lot of time, they are heavy and they do ache your fingers in that sense. I don't even know, that's what people have said anyway. I kind of agree, but I like it. So when you press the keys in, they do take quite a bit of force to actually press, because that's just what green switches are like, unlike the other keyboards, which are the cherry ones, which are a lot lighter to press, a lot more springy. But nevertheless, like I said, this video is all about what you guys think, so make sure you try them out, green switches, before you actually buy this keyboard. We'll move on to the next keyboard, though. Is another RAZER one, and it's actually the HUNTSMAN Mini. Unlike the previous RAZER keyboard, this one actually has a choice of switches. It's either got the purple clicky optimal switches or the red linear optical switches. For Fortnite, the linear switches are not recommended. However, the purple clicky optical switches are apparently, according to so many different people, the actual perfect choice for Fortnite gaming. They're apparently the best switches, the best, most comfortable switches you can find on the market. So the RAZER HUNTSMAN Mini is highly recommended. I know most of you guys actually like the 60% keyboards, which this one actually is as well. I personally like full keyboard, just personally because of editing. It's a lot easier on a full keyboard. But if you're just gaming on this thing, the RAZER HUNTSMAN Mini is 100,000,000% one of the best ones you can go for. Another 60% keyboard is in fact the DUCKY 1.2 Mini. It's 60%, first seen around, from me anyway, by PeQu, who literally kind of made them kind of pop off a year or two ago now, and ever since, DUCKY 1.2 Minis have been one of the preferred people to buy off of. They have many different color styles that you can go for, and they also have many different switches. I think they're all the Cherry MX ones. You can get red and brown, I know 100% though, for these switches for this keyboard. So yes, I honestly really good keyboards right there. I try to make a variety of different sizes and different types of keyboards, so you guys can kind of get a gist of which one you want to actually go for, rather than just giving you 5 that are basically identical. But we're going to actually move on now to actually mice, the different mice that pros use and the best ones on the market. Now I've only got 3 here and an honorable mention. However, these 3, honestly, if you can get one of them, you will be set for Fortnite. First one is in fact the Logitech G Pro Wireless. This one is the one that is used by most pros that I actually know of, and it's a very reliable mouse. It is, however, symmetrical, meaning that it's completely identical on both sides of the mouse, which I personally don't really like, but I guess it's something that you can definitely get used to over time, as I'm used to one that isn't symmetrical, but I'll talk about that in a moment. It's got 2 side buttons, and it's used by different pros such as King, Rojo, Epic Wow, one of the highest grossed Fortnite pros, as well as Aqua, again the same as Epic Wow. So really incredible, very beneficial mouse, especially partnering that with the SteelSeries Apex Pro will honestly be an insane combo. Next up is another really popular mouse. However, it is almost near impossible to buy at the moment. It is in fact the Final Mouse Air 58 Ninja. Again, this one is incredible. It's used by the best players in the world. That is Nitro, Bizzle, and Bugha, and more. But I say those ones are the best because obviously 2 of those are the winners of the World Cup, which is just incredible. It comes in different colors, and it's got light blue, it's got a cherry red, and it's also got a form of white one. But the white one I do believe is even more rarer than the other 2. And yet again, it's the same as the Logitech G Pro, with the sense that it's got the side buttons and the button in the middle. The button in the middle I've never really understood. Let me know if you guys have played with a button in the middle just beneath your scroll wheel, and let me know if it's beneficial, because I don't really see how it could work, but yeah, let me know. But in the third place here, we do actually have the mouse that I use. I absolutely adore this mouse. It is not symmetrical, meaning that it fits in your hand really nicely. It fits to the shape of your hand, and it's actually a very large mouse, which is what I didn't realize. And I have very small hands, so it's kind of crazy that I like it. But it is in fact the RAZER DEATHADDER CHROMA. Again, fully RGB compatible, meaning you can customize what colors and all that kind of stuff you want. And it's got the 2 buttons on the side, which I personally use for my building, for floor and cones, which I just think is great. I know it's used by a pro called Sizzy, and it's most definitely used by more pros out there. Just so you guys can get a sense of how big it is, That is how big it is. So it's literally basically the size of my hand, which kind of is crazy, but it's a very nice mouse. It is wired. It's not got the option for wireless, but I don't personally think that that's an issue. But some of you guys I know do like the wireless option. So the Logitech G Pro might be for you because you can get a wireless one of that. But with an honorable mention right here, we are going to actually talk about the Zoe S2. It's used by quite a few pros yet again. Very nice, clean looking mouse, very similar to the Logitech G Pro, however you can get it in a bright pink funky colour, and it's also a little bit cheaper. But that is indeed going to be it for today's video. That is basically the best keyboards and mouses on the market in 2021. Leave a comment down below the current combo that you're using of mouse and keyboard and your dream combo that you would absolutely love. I most definitely like the keyboard and mouse setup that I've got at the moment, but I also would definitely really like to try the actual RAZER HUNTSMAN Mini. I think it'd be really nice to try those purple switches. But anyway guys, I hope you have indeed enjoyed this video, and it was a little bit different to normal. If you don't like me making these videos, please also let me know. I won't take offense. I just want to know if you want me to make them or not. And that's it for today. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and create code Bobblez in the Fortnite item shop to help put your girl that one step further. Hashtag ad, hashtag ad, bye now. Anyway guys, have an amazing rest of your day, and until next time guys, see ya.